is this? Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, lovely. Yeah, I'm hoping the weather's not too warm, but it's for a good cause. All right, lovelies. So let's just start with just warming up. So we'll take it in. We're having a nice, gentle session today. I'll say hello to Serena, Janet, anyone else who's coming on later on, in case to get well. So just come into that deep warrior pose. We're just going to take a little rock and then take the same hand as the leg that's bent, but try not to let the shoulder kind of drop, and then just come over. Take a gaze up to ceiling, stretching out through the lats. Take a breath in and out. In and out. Last one. And then take that hand now back to that back leg, but straighten your front leg. And again, just take a gaze up to ceiling, take a beautiful in-breath. And out. In. And out. And then we're going to bring that hand back into the bent leg and then over and then straight up. And again, over and straight up. And 3 more. 3, 2, 1. And then into that deep, deep circle for 6. For 5. For 4. 3. 2 more. 2. Nice day for Serena and Jean to go for a walk. And 1, and then the other side. And again, just gently down. And just take that hand and bring it over into a mermaid stretch. Take a breath in. And out. In through the nose, reach long. Last one. And then back leg comes into the backhand, into the back leg. Reach up into like a triangle pose. Take an inhale. 2 more. Last one. And then gently over. And 1. And 2. Whoops. And 3. And 4. 2 more. 2. 1. And beautiful. Come back. Just take a real deep stretch of those pectoral muscles that run across the chest. Just take a chin to chest. Yeah, it's when I do that, Lorraine, that chin to chest, I can feel it right up the right side. And then gently, gently, just into a half fold to start with. Feeling the stretch. And then if you want to, you can bring the hands to the bottom and then gently, gently edge down. And just feel that beautiful deep stretch through well, it depends really where you're feeling it. Some people will feel it more through the inner thighs. Some people will feel it more through the back leg. And obviously if you can't touch the floor, you just take the hands on the forehead like that. And we're just rocking forwards and backwards. Do you know, it's so stuffy. I don't know what it's like in London, Linda. It's beautiful, but it's just, my leggings are stuck to me. And then take both hands to one foot. And again, allow the head to drop. And just see, how does that feel? How tight are the legs, particularly the calf muscle? And just hold, breathing deeply in and out. and to the other side. Again, breath in. 2 more breaths. And then softly bring the hands back to centre. Start softening the knees to bring the feet back underneath the hip or hips, and then gently, gently restack yourself back up. Ah, beautiful. Okay, let's do some pelvic circles. So have a nice kind of, and we're really going to do quite a few today, guys. So we're just going to do 6 in one direction. Just close your eyes. Tuck your bum under and let your bum stick out. And again, just notice as you go left and right, is there a little bit more impingement around the right side of the back or the left? Beautiful. Let's circle the other way. Circle. Three more. 2 for 1. Lovely. Bring it back to centre. Keep the shoulders down. And we're just going to come up into, so really work on kind of lymphatic system a bit today. So we're going to bounce up into our heels up, but really, really quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Calves will be kicking in. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take a chin to chest, bring the hips back, the weight forwards, gently, gently down. Again, letting everything become really loose. And then just kind of bring your feet a little bit further apart and just transfer weight to the right foot and then transfer weight to the left foot. And again, really get in touch with your body. So for some people, this will feel exactly the same left or right. I'm trying to strengthen my knee on the left side. So for me, my right hamstrings are a lot tighter than my left, but my left thigh is a lot tighter than my right thigh. So often we just are slightly out of sync. And then from this position, we're just going to walk it into that downward dog. So again, you want the hips super, super high. Try and create that space in the spine by really, really lifting the heels and the hips as high as you can. And then we're just going to gently roll the heels towards the floor. And again, just notice how tight the calves might be. Don't worry if you can't get the heels down, just go to your own range. Take a beautiful in-breath. And out. In. And out. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then just see if you can walk it into your plank position. We're not holding for long, guys, just to get a little bit of strength in the shoulder girdle. Push the mat away, heels towards the floor. Nice straight back. We're just holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring your knees down and bring the hands back. Knees a little bit further apart, and let's treat ourselves by doing my mat skewing, by doing 16 counter cats. That seems like a lot, but it's just to get into that lovely mobility of the back. Yeah, motion is motion. Remember, the joints need movement. And inhale, always inhale into my cow, out, breath into cat. If one feels slightly more comfortable than the other, then just stay into either cow or cat a bit longer. How does the back feel? 4 more, 4. If you ever go to a Kundalini class, you'd probably do cow to cat for about 3 minutes. So we're just trying to really work on movement today. 2. And 1. Well done. Take the big toes together and just reach yourself into child's pose. Give your hands a pump in action just to get that flow back. And just circle your thumb, circle your next finger, your next finger, your next finger, your next finger. And just hold into your child's pose position. Broadening the back on the inhale by thinking about letting the ribs come up and out. Out, breath, release. In, breath. Out, breath. 2 more. Last one. And then walk both hands round to the right. Take your top hand, reach it over the bottom hand. Again, notice how tight that side of the body may feel. Deep in, out breaths. You can breathe in and out through your nose if you want. Well done to the other side. Again, noticing that difference on each side. Are you carrying more tension left or right? Beautiful. Well done. Come to lie on our front. Just take your hands to the side of your head, turn your head and just have a little windscreen wipe. My thighs are that tight, I can even feel this, like in my thighs. Ow. Yeah. And then lengthen both legs. So your toes are kind of bent and you are just taking both heels to one side and then both heels to the other side. And then again, makes sense to move the head at the same time. So you're just going side to side. It's just a really gentle back stretch. And 2. And 1. And then just take the hands. So again, some people find this difficult, so go easy, but we really need to incorporate a lot of prone work to strengthen the back. So the hands are kind of shoulder width apart. Push your pubic bone down into the mat. Draw the belly in. You can sometimes, I can already feel my toes cramping a bit. You can get cramp a little bit, but hopefully you won't. And just lift your head and your chest away. Now for some people that's enough. Keep the core engaged. If you want to come up into full cobra, you can hold. And slowly, slowly back down. Beautiful. And then just take your left hand and place it on your left foot and bring that heel into the thigh. Push the pubic bone down into the mat and just hold that deep stretch in the thigh muscles and quadriceps. Hold. Beautiful. Let's go to that other side. Again, noticing if you've got more movement on one side, push the pubic bone down, hold. And relax. Well done. Let's come over straight onto our backs. So, if you've got your ball at hand, guys, grab it. Yeah, I haven't, so I'm going to work really hard to not let my knees come out to the side. So just allow yourself, in fact, let's do a nice little back stretch. You don't want to do bridge if the back's tight, you want to work, just lengthen out the back a bit. So glue your legs together, chin towards the chest, and just take the knees to the right and the head to the left. Inhale, allow the belly to rise on the inhale like you're blowing up a balloon. And draw the tummy back in. And use the abdominals to bring the knees back to centre. Let's go the other way. Again, so tighter for me on the right. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the belly in. Back to centre. And then cross your right leg over your left leg, really tight, Kenny Everett style. And then take that top foot to the floor and your head the other way. Again, take a breath in, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the tummy in. Back to centre. Switch directions. And then again. I hope you can see me still, guys. Back to centre. Oh, is Linda alright? Don't know if Linda's gone. And then back to centre, guys. You see me alright, Elaine? Lorraine? Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, Linda's alright. She's disappeared. Oh, no worries. I wonder if a Wi-Fi's gone off. Yeah, no worries, hon. Okay, lovelies, and then let's just really lengthen out. So let's try to create some real deep stretch for the pectoral wall. So really lengthen. I want you to really just focus today on trying to get that real kind of mental state. So by that, just close your eyes. Really picture your bottom on the mat, little gap underneath the lower back, and then your rib cage closed down. And we're just going to take a breath in. And we're going to gently roll that lower back into the mat and firmly, firmly push your feet into the mat. If you've got a ball between your inner thighs, give it a tiny squeeze to keep the knees in alignment. Lift up into bridge. Hold into bridge to strengthen the whole of the back, the legs, the bottom. Take an inhale through the nose. And out breath as we take our spine back down, bone by bone. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale again. Gently roll the lower back into the mat, peeling your spine away, lifting up into bridge, sending the knees nice and long. And this one, try and stay up and just keep the core engaged. Draw the tummy in, squeeze the bum. See if you can raise the right hand and bring it backwards. Does it touch the floor? Try and keep your ribs together. And then bring it back down. The other side, can you keep up? Can you keep balanced? Is there more impingement in one shoulder? Take a breath in at the top. Slowly lower. This time as we come into bridge, send the lower back into the mat, squeeze the feet firmly into the mat, lift both arms up towards the ceiling. Can you keep the ribs down and take your arms all the way back? Take a breath in. Slowly lower. Beautiful. 2 more. Gently send the lower back into the mat. Lift up into bridge. Push them feet firmly in. Hips are nice and high. Breath in. Slowly down. Beautiful. 1 more. Push the feet into the mat. Come on up into bridge. Breath in. And slowly down. And then lengthen your left leg. Grab the back of the right hamstrings and just bring that right knee into chest. With the left leg, think about pointing the foot just to create a bit of a stretch through the kind of hip flexor. Hold. And then switch sides. Again, pull it in. Beautiful. Okie dokie. This time bring both feet either side of the mat. Nice mobility through the hips. Walk the feet away a little bit. Internally rotate that right foot, that right hip in, trying to get that knee to the ground. Does it get there? Just creating this opening of the kind of hip area, engaging, kind of thinking about that belly breath on the inhale. Out breath. And again. Back to center, the other side. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath. Last one. And back to center position. Well done. Okie dokie. Let's not go on our roller today. Let's do some exercises on the floor just to get that real connection through the mat. So again, try and just, even in this position, just one shoulder blade feels slightly higher. Try and walk the hands down. Yeah, and we're just going to take both them arms up to ceiling. This ponytail's annoying me. Give me 1 sec, guys. It's amazing how we can just alter the neck shape. So again, we're just going to do that rope climb. So we're going to take it up and then release. And the other side, and release. And 3, and 4, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Keep both arms, both shoulders down. Hands, so don't have them too close together. Making sure you've got a bit of width. And then everyone who struggles normally with hands should get their thumb to the ground in this, or nearly to the ground. And we're just going into that flexion and then back. And again. And then into windmill. Yes, so semicircle with both hands. Always come up to starting point. And again, either 4 in one direction or alternate with me. For 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. Well done. Take both arms down by your side. So again, we're going to keep the palms on the floor and we're just going to abduct our arms up to shoulder height. And then we're going to take our palms up to ceiling and bring them over. I've done this one for a while. And then back, palms down, and lower, and again. 3 more. 3. 2. There's a fly somewhere, I can hear it. And 1. Good. And then back. And then little chin towards the chest, and make sure your shoulder blades are nice and placed. Let's just do a little bit of neck work. So let's take our right ear to shoulder, and then back to centre. Left ear to shoulder, and centre. 3 more each side. Right ear to shoulder, and centre, left, centre, right, centre, left, centre, lovely. And then take a chin to chest and a chin to ceiling. A chin to chest. When you do chin to chest, really feel like you're retracting, so you're giving yourself a double chin. And then on the next one, take chin to chest, but really pull that chin in, so you're really lengthening the back of the neck. This feels quite tough for me because of my neck, but it's one that the physio has given me to just lengthen. Hold. And then back to centre and do some little circles. Little circles on the ceiling. So it's like you imagine a pen on the nose. And circle back. And then take your right arm up to ceiling and just use the other hand. The other arm comes underneath and just pulls it across like we do with that deltoid stretch. We've not done any weight, so it shouldn't feel too tight, but we do carry a lot of tightness in the shoulder area. And then back to centre and the other side. Notice if there's a difference. Beautiful, well done. Okay, with that in mind now, we kind of should be really aware where our shoulders are. And like I say, have a little think. I think my left shoulder is slightly higher than my right, my shoulder blades. Try and even them up. And then take your hands behind your head. We're going to give our neck some support by interlinking our fingers, thumbs into the nape of the neck and giving our chin a little bit of a chin to chest. Keep your elbows in your peripheral view. Keep your rib cage in and down, so keep your ribs closed. Yeah, so try and keep your ribs on the mat. Little gap underneath that lower back. And we're just going to lift up for 1, 2, 3 to strengthen the core. And lower, 1, 2. Lift up, out breath, 1, 2, 3. And lower, 2. 1, 2, 3. Lower, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, lower, 1, 2, and again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2 more, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, last one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Well done, and then take your legs. Take them into individual tabletop, 1, 2. Keep our arms moving. We're going to keep our rib cage closed. And we're going to take our right hand back and our right hand back, right leg forward. We're only going to do 10 on this side. For 10, for 9, keep that core engaged, navel into the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's come to the other side. Keep the core engaged. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take hands down, 1 foot at a time. And arms out to capital T. A nice supine spine stretch again. Back to centre. Inhaling over, allow the belly to relax a bit. Out, breath centre. And again. Last one. And then let's come over into, let's see how our shoulders are doing. So what I want you to do is come onto a side position, almost like you're going to do a clam. Yeah, but the feet are down. And we're just going to lay our head nice and relaxed on that bottom kind of bicep. Yeah, bottom hip. And then we're just going to take the hand up to ceiling and we're going to allow our top hip for a change to rock. So we can get all the way over, opening up the chest. Take a breath in. And slowly back. Open door. And again, take our gaze up to ceiling. Allow the top hip to rock. So almost like you're taking your belly button up towards the ceiling. Breath in. And back to centre. If that feels like you've got too much of a, as in it's quite tough, then continue with that. If you want something a bit more, take the gaze to the top thumb. And start bringing that hand over your head. And then allow yourself to rock. Open door. Take a breath in. And then just come straight over. Let's do 3 more. Look at your hand where it's going. And if you can't touch the floor, don't worry. It's quite tough for some people, this. Breath in. Gently over. And again, 2 more. Breath in. And over. So where are you feeling that? Are you feeling it through the chest muscles, or is it still a bit into the back? Or is it right into the armpit? Breath in. And gently over. Beautiful. Let's come gently up to come onto that other side. So again, I'll wait till you come on. So again, the hips are nice and level to start with. Your Scott Vera is on your bottom bicep. Always do this one to start with, particularly if you were kind of really post-surgery, then obviously the chest muscles are going to be tight. You can allow yourself to bring it all the way over if you want. And you might like to have a cushion underneath the head for this one, if you're bringing it all the way over, or you can just do it to there and leave your head where it is, opening up. Back to centre. If that feels okay and you want something a bit more, look at your top thumb, take it overhead and allow yourself to come over. Breath in. So you're trying to anchor the bottom hip and keep that sort of on the mat. The top hip, you can try and keep it forward if you want more of a stretch, or if that's too much, you can allow the hip to roll with you. Deep stretch in at the chest muscles. Back to centre. And 2 more. Breath in. And over. And last one. And beautiful, well done. Come back onto your back, and now it should be a little bit easier to open up like this. So if you were doing this on the roller, this would feel like a really great stretch across the front of the chest. If you'd have done this before that, you might not have been able to do this movement. So again, that puppet arms is really, really good for getting that stretch and that movement in for the lymphatic system. Okay, beautiful. Let's do a little bit of our single leg stretch work just to remind ourselves how we want to keep our pelvis. So we want our pelvis, so if you think about a clock face, yeah, 6 to 9, and 6 to 12, sorry, 3 to 9. And we don't want to rock it 3 to 9 or east to west, and we don't want to rock it north to south or 6 to 12. We want to try and keep it nice and neutral. So we're going to take our arms out to capital T. We're going to lengthen our left leg. No, we're not. We're going to lengthen our right leg. And then we're just going to take that leg up nice and straight without bringing it into imprint. We're going to keep it into neutral, and we're really going to work on keeping that core strong. We're going to take that leg out to the side without rocking the hips, and we're going to lower it a little bit without moving through south to north or north to south. And then again. Not easy to keep the pelvis still. 3. Harder without the band. We normally do it with a band, this one. 4. 5. 1 more. 6. Now don't think about your pelvis and then just circle it. How much easier is it to do that? But not doing anything for the core. And then take your opposite hand and just bring that leg across the midline, turning your head the other way into that deep stretch through the back. And then back to centre. Well done, and let's do the other side. Have you got as much control left and right? Draw the tummy in, little gap underneath the lumbar spine. Take the leg out to the side, don't rock, everything keeps still, you stay in neutral the whole time. My right side is so much better, this side. I feel like my pelvis is really stable in cement. The other one I have to work much harder. I really like single leg circle, but people struggle with it. There's a lot of this movement. Yeah, so try and keep everything stable. 2 more. Last one. And then opposite hand, and you come over, turn the head the other way. Beautiful. Because we've not really done any leg work, guys, we're not going to do our stretches today, but what we are going to do, you don't have to, if you don't want to do roll up with me, you can grab the back of the hamstrings and just do your flexion and your pointing and your circling, yeah. Same with the other leg, flex, point, circle, yeah. And just hold it into a nice stretch. Or you can do 4 roll-ups with me, which will stretch the legs out anyway. Take a breath in, chin towards the chest, ribs towards the hips, gently forward, stack back up, chin towards the chest, gently down, chin towards the chest, ribs towards the hips, restack, gently down. Chin to chest. Ribs, hips. Oh, I love roll down. I just don't teach it that often because I know it's a little bit isolating for some people if you can't do it. Well done. If you can do roll up and it feels good, then please do it. It's great for the spine and obviously great for that hamstring. Okay, let's bring ourselves over back onto our front. Let's take a nice rolling cat actually. So take the hips in one direction, round the back, take the hips in the other direction and dip the back. And again, round, chin goes down, chin goes up into cow. 3 in the other way. And straight up into a downward dog, walk the hands back a little bit, take the right heel down, hold. The left heel, hold. The right heel, the left. And then gently walk the hands back to the feet. Restack. Can you believe we did nothing but really a little bit of strength today, but how kind of, yeah, how little time we devote to stretching really. So, all I want you to do, see if your body likes that. My body needed that. I'm just going to have a quick drink of water. Let's just, I'm ready to take the dog out now. My legs felt tight before. Let's just take one. And let's just really find our balance, push our big toe into the mat, focus on something and try and just hold. Deep breaths. Two more. Last one. Beautiful, a good 40 seconds there. If you felt good doing balance, then it means your body needed that mobility stretch today. And then just take one foot, bring the hips back, gently, gently down. Breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one, breath in. Gently up. Oh, I needed that session today. Well done, the leg at the back was the one we were stood on. Let's see if we can go on that other one. So find your centre first. Transfer the weight ever so slightly to that standing leg. Lift it up and spread the toes. And again, see if you can hold. Deep breath in and out. always think about you when I do tree pose. Always, Lorraine. So if you tried this after a session where you've done lots of lunges and lots of squats, it would feel so much harder, but hopefully our body has felt, oh, I feel like I could stay up all day today. Yay. And that was 50 seconds, by the way. Take it like this, bring the hips back, gently, gently down. And take a breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one, breath in. Gently up. Oh, gorgeous. And then just take one foot, bring it into the floor. Just find that one last stretch in the calf. And then just bring it forward to cross it over the other leg, just for a nice hip. Just push out, pull on the wrist. Back to center, then the other leg, take it out, push the heel down, stretch the calf. Beautiful. Over we go, reach up, push out.